Hi guys, welcome back to the new video. In this video, I'm going to overload prefix decrement operator. I hope you guys have watched the previous lecture. If you haven't, go to the description of the video to easily access the previous lecture, which was lecture 17, and this is lecture 18, and I'm going to overload prefix decrement operator. But this time the scenario is literally different, so stay tuned with me. So what is this program all about? Well, I'm going to create a program which will have two functions inside of the class. The first function will overload the decrement operator, and the second function will run a loop, and there will be a count variable, and initially its value will be 10, and that loop is going to print out the values from 1 to 10. But if we decrement the value of count by calling to that operator function, then that loop will print out values from 1 to 9. So the more we deduct the value or decrement the value of count, the less number of times that for loop is going to be executed, or less values that loop is going to print out. I hope this is clear. So that's the scenario for now. So let's get started with importing our libraries. So hash include iStream. And if you have any questions, you can go to the comment section and just ask your question, and I'm going to answer you. So using std, and then I have cout here. So now I'm going to create my class and name it as counter, and inside of the class I'm going to privately initialize a count variable with value 10. So int count equals to 10, and then I'm going to use public access specifier to define some functions. So the first function is going to overload the operator, so void operator, and then decrement operator, and inside of the body of the operator function I'm going to prefixly decrement the value of count. That's it. And now I'm going to create another function which will run a for loop. So void run loop, I'm going to name it as run loop, and it's taking no arguments and it's returning nothing. So inside of the function I'm going to write down for loop. So initially the I value will be 1, so I've set my counter here, and then I is less than or equal to count variable, and then increment the value of I. Right, I put the wrong brackets. Right, now it's fine. So just print out the value of I, and also along with it leave or break the line. Right, it works as a \n. So that's it. And now I guess I'm done with my class. Now let's go down and create our main function, int main. Right, int main here, and then what I'm doing inside of the main function is simply creating an object of the counter class. So the suppose I name the object as c1, so c1 plus plus, or wait, I'm just going to run the loop initially, and then I'll be decrementing the value and then showing you the difference between both of the executions. So counter c1 dot run loop, and that's it. Now I'm just going to run this program and see what it's going to do so that it can be cleared. I'm just going step by step. So let's compile our program and see that I've got an error here. End line was not declared. All right, so I didn't declare the end line here std, and then I have end line manipulator here. So let's recompile it and see if I'm getting any errors. So we've got 0 errors, guys. Let's run the program. As you can see, guys, on the screen, it has printed out the values from 1 to 10. Why? Because initially the count value is initialized with 10, so that's why the loop was executed for 10 times, and now it has just printed the values from 1 to 10, as you can see on the screen. Now what I'm going to do is decrementing the value of counter, right? So let's do it, guys. C minus minus and then C1, so it will decrement the value by 1, so we'll get 9 here. And when I run the loop here, it's going to print out values from 1 to 9 because I've decremented the value of counter by 1. So let's run the program and see what's going to happen. And as you can see, guys, on the screen, it has printed out 9 values from 1 to 9 because I have decremented the value of count. I hope, guys, this is clear, and that was all for now. Let's decrement it once more. So C1 minus minus C1, let's compile it again and see. It's going to print out 8 values. The loop is going to be executed 8 number of times. So as you can see here, guys, it has printed out 8 values from 1 to 8. So that was an example of prefix decrement operator. I hope that you guys enjoyed this lecture, and if you have any confusion, you can go to the comment section and ask your questions, and I'm definitely going to answer you. Thank you, guys, for taking your time to watching this lecture. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now.